very relaxed to have your lunch in this way.
Hello everyone, you might think about visiting some of Thailand's most beautiful islands. You will think about Phi Phi Island or Krabi, or going to Phuket and exploring one of the other islands around that area. But what about exploring the island that is closest located to Bangkok, one that's relatively unexplored and mainly a lot of Thai people are still visiting? Let's explore Ko Samet.
Ko Samet is a small island. The main attractions are 30 minutes walk away from each other. There are, for example, different beaches where you can lay down and do some snorkeling. Prau Beach has a coral reef right in front of the beach within swimming distance and offers you the best marine life to see. Sai Khao Beach is the main beach of the island. This is where most of the restaurants are located, and one of the places even performs a fire show at night.
We are now in Ko Samet for the last 4 days, and of course we didn't know that we would end up on this beautiful beach with a beautiful coral reef in front of us either. No, it's something when we were searching for something, an island that was close to Bangkok, an island that we didn't have far to travel to. And we also wanted to visit Pattaya for its nightlife. And that's why we ended up with Ko Samet. There are a couple of ways to get here. You can take a direct bus from Bangkok to the pier, where you can then take a ferry to Ko Samet. Or when you go via Pattaya, what we did, you need to arrange a private taxi, and then from there you will reach Ko Samet. A private taxi would cost you from Pattaya around 900 baht for one way, and then you pay another 120 baht return for the cheap, big, well, wooden ferry boat to this island. And then it's time to explore Ko Samet itself. One of the other things that you can do in Ko Samet is kayaking or snorkeling. And you might wonder, why do I have those two things combined with a snorkeling goggle on my head? Because one of us is in the water, and if I don't wear this on my head when she gets back on the boat, last time we flipped, the goggles went into the water and I had to dive down to get them back from the sea surface. So nowadays I just wear them from safety reasons. We have this kayak for 1 hour for free because of the hotel they were staying over there. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to go very far, just we can stay in the bay area. But the reef that's here underneath in this part of Ko Samet on this beach is very, very beautiful, and there's a lot of fish underneath. So we will have a great time here with exploring the underwater world. And one very cool thing happened when we were out. The fish, there were so many small fish jumping over the water, jumping out. That was a very cool thing to see. But yeah, very peaceful over there. Okay, not that peaceful anymore.
Maybe the best way to explore the island is to rent a motorbike for a day.
Rented one for 300 baht per day with a 2000 baht deposit. Well, we paid 2000 in total, so we get 1700 back, including the fuel. And for a first-time driver, I have to say, my skills are really as a first-time driver. So that's as slow as a grandmother. I have heard that several times on the ride. But that doesn't mean that it's not fun to explore it with a motorbike, because it's much faster than walking for 1.5 to 2 hours completely to the south. First up on the way is Wong Bay, which is a big pier with a floating hand through the camera from someone who wants to be annoying. But that pier, very interesting, first time I saw it here. The water is very, very quiet here. There's nothing to see in terms of fishes or anything, but there is a warning sign on the back about jellyfish. So that might be here sometimes in the year. But besides that, I think we're moving on further south to explore some of the other beaches.
It's very relaxed to have your lunch in this way.
Oh, then we're now in the second stop, Hoi Chan Beach, which is several places with hotels which are more like bungalow huts where you can rent. I think this is more the affordable part of the island, pretty far away from the main beach, but it's really quiet, really relaxing, and there are rocks out here in front with many fishes as well to explore, so also kind of a snorkeling spot. And yeah, what do you think of this beach before we move on to the next one?
It's quiet.
In the end, it only took us 45 minutes to drive from one end of the island to the complete other end. And if you reach the final point of the island, you will find the following.
And I'm not sure why I'm still wearing my helmet, but safety first. And also I have my hands full. And oh yeah, there's a very low... How can I get it underneath? Yeah. But we are on sunset and sunrise viewpoint. That can only mean one thing. We are on the far south of the island, where you can be both sunset and sunrise from this part of the island. And there are a lot of butterflies out here as well. And the beach, there's only one. I saw one on the other place as well where we were standing.
There are two. How is it equal to a lot?
Okay, there are not a lot of. There are 2 butterflies we saw. And there's a lot of rubbish here down as well, which is a bit of a pity. But besides that, you can see Koh Chang right on the other hand. And looks quite nice, but I hope that these wooden planks are safe enough. Crazy ideas in the early morning, and I hope we are still on time because we wake up at 5 o'clock to go back to sunrise/sunset viewpoint to hopefully see today a good sunrise. But let me know in the comments below if you are a sunrise chaser as well.
It might have been a crazy idea to wake up for the sunrise. Yes, there was even a bit of an overcast, but in the end it was still worth doing. Seeing the sun slowly coming out of the water, and afterwards the village slowly woke up and people started to work. It is good to be awake before anyone else. But what was it like to rent a scooter?
By scooter, that return went pretty easy. Because I just brought it back and got immediately the deposit back. She didn't even check everything, which was a relief, because sometimes you hear those scams here in Thailand with passports or deposits or like faults on the motorbike that were already there and then they claim it back on you or all that kind of stuff. But that was really easy. But we're going to move now from our wide beachfront pierside location, which was a small tiny room but a beautiful view and like a very nice place to relax in the evening or wake up in the morning with the sea breeze, to a more bigger luxury place where we can also work from the room, because the next 2 days we need to work. But for that we need to use their taxi/open bus system, and I have no idea about the prices, so let's figure out how much that ride would cost us. Yes, do you know how much would it be to Aprau? Aprau, yes. 250. And is there a difference if you pick us up or if we just come here with luggage to share with people? How much is to Aprau?
You want to go taxi over there?
Yeah.
If you want to share, you can wait over there. Have people come, you can wait.
How much would it be? If I also have luggage. Like
to take a luggage from Aprau, come here.
Yeah. Or we come here with luggage, it's fine as well. It's too big luggage.
Yeah, I understand, but you can wait for another people come.
Yeah.
You can wait over there.
How much would it be if we wait?
Wait, maybe 50, 60 baht for one person.
50, 60 baht one person. And if we just do the car by itself, not wait?
You can wait over there.
Yeah. How much would it be if we take the whole car?
Whole car 250.
250.
Let's go now.
With having a taxi now available for us, it is time to move out of our cheap, affordable room next to the harbour. The room was small, but it was a brilliant place to end our day next to the sea and wake up as well. The place was called Sunrise Villas and cost us 860 baht per night for a double room. From here we went to Aprau Resort, a beautiful resort with a bigger room that would give us a relaxing space that we needed for a bit. It was also located at the beach where we could do some perfect snorkeling. The room here cost us 3,600 baht per night for a double room. A perfect place to unwind and dive back into our work for a bit. But how it is like to work from here? We'll see that in the next video.